Hi there, welcome back, gear nerds. Today I'm going to do another little instructional video about the H90, and today I'm going to show you how to edit effect settings on the machine itself. As we've done with a couple of these other videos, this is a big box, it's got a lot of stuff in it, and getting your head around the control system is really important if you want to get all of the super sounds out of here. Today I'm going to record some guitar sounds as well. Here's a little bit of that's my test preset. So first of all, let me just tell you what my clean tone looks like, sounds like. I've got a tiny bit of room ambience in there. So I think the easiest way is if we do one of these at a time. So if you press these little LEDs, you can select and bypass each one of your delays. As you can see in this test, I've got two bucket delays. They're running in parallel. So I'm going to try out this kind of Andy Timmons style halo delay in here. It's may or may not be obvious to you, but if I want to set the settings or parameters for the bucket delay that's in preset A, I just tap parameters. Now, straight away you're thinking, well, why have these parameters come up? Well, actually, it's because these were the ones that I was last editing, so it remembers where you were. A little bit hard to see on here, but there's a little white line across the top, and I can use my other hand. And you can see that little white line as I scroll through the various settings in this algorithm. See, I'm going round and round. And as I keep going round to the right, it goes round in a loop. So I can go left and I can go right. Now, at the beginning, this is a bucket delay. So it's got the three commonest settings right at the beginning: mix, delay time, and feedback. And these knobs just work like normal knobs. So if you listen to it, I turn the feedback down, turn the feedback up, super simple. Now this delay time, by the way, it's showing in milliseconds because I've set tempo to be milliseconds, not based on beats. If it was on beats, then it would show quarter and eighth and so on. So I'll probably cover that in another video. So here's my basic sound. Now on this one, because it's a bucket delay, we have modulation. So again, probably need to do a video about each individual algorithm, but just to show you, for example, probably hear a little bit actually. Let me just turn the mix up a tiny bit and the feedback up so you can really hear it. This thing goes a bit mad, right? So if you're going for the Andy Timmons thing, you need to hear it. Now, the LFO rate just means how fast it goes up and down in its modulation. 1 is once a second, 1 hertz. So 1.3, slightly more than once every second. Blah, doesn't really matter. And the shape, well, it doesn't really matter unless you're doing something really specialized. Now, one little thing that's neat, it's just this algorithm. It can have a stereo tap. So first of all, we'll have a listen with none. See there, it puts a little bit of a ping pong delay in on a dotted eighth timing. And I put that in because it gives it a big sense of space. The other thing on the bucket delay, and by the way, I'm just showing this as an example. There are 50 or 60 different algorithms you can play with in here. You can turn it to lo-fi mode. Wow, I like lo-fi delays, but that is too lo-fi for me. I actually like it on the modern setting. Still pretty dirty and gritty on that setting. Now, if you want to get out of this parameters mode, you just press the select button, and we're back in this parameters mode, back in the select mode, or sort of browsing mode, if you like. So there's our delay we set up in preset A, or slot A, if you want to think of it like that. Slot B has also got a bucket delay in it, and I've just turned it on. And slot B, when I press this parameters button, it's going to come up and give me the ones for A. You can see it's A because there's a letter A here and a letter A here. If I tap it again, it takes me to B. It's not entirely obvious. It's not a giant B on the screen. Now, I can, same thing, I use the select scroller to go through the settings. Now this one, I've got set at a similar level of mix, but this time I've got 375 milliseconds of delay. So in fact, let me just turn off the one in A. You can hear the difference. Turn that one off and turn this one on. And when you run these in parallel, they sound really cool. And this one, I've got a very similar but slightly different modulation, just to give it a little bit more movement, also set in modern and also set with the dotted eighth on the stereo tap. There's a lot going on in here, actually. So now when I put them both together, by the way, this one's grayed out, so it's off. I have to turn it on, there. Honestly, what a great sound. Just to remind you, that's my dry sound. All of the rest of that glorious delay is coming out of this device. Okay, if you've got something out of the video today, please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button for more content like this, and look forward to seeing you in another video soon.